I think about stakeholder capitalism as a company caring not just about making monetary returns for their shareholders, but considering the broader impact of their actions on shareholders, employees, suppliers, or even just the society as a whole. One of the recommendations that I have for business leaders in terms of making recommendations to stakeholders when there are no clear win-win solutions is to make sure that you're really explaining the issues that are at the heart of stakeholder capitalism. Because really sometimes it comes down to accurately defining the problem. It might be the case that there's some conflict among different groups because they're just not looking at the right horizon, right? While some stakeholders or some shareholders might be thinking about short-term benefits, others might be thinking about more longer-term benefits. And so reminding the different parties of why it's important for society or the company as a whole to pursue some of these policies and being clear to relate some of the policies in the short term to long-term benefits for the company, I think that goes a long way in terms of bringing different parties to the table that might not be amenable at the start to undertaking some of these policies. I think the lack of diverse founders among high-growth startups is a combination of a few diverse founders to back and VCs not backing diverse founders that are in the pipeline actively seeking venture capital funding. So existing research has shown that one of the most important factors in getting more minorities or women to participate in the innovation process is exposure to innovation. Do they know somebody that has innovated in the past? And can they kind of hold that person as a role model, for example, to live up to? And so when they get to that fork in the road and they're considering the potential pros and cons of entrepreneurship, the only con, for example, I don't think I'm going to make it in high growth entrepreneurship because I don't think any VC would fund me. They now have this role model that they can look at and think, maybe I can go on a little bit longer and be more persistent. And that would raise aggregate output for everybody, for Black founders in particular, that would exit through the sale of their company or through an IPO, potentially narrowing the racial wealth gap.